Hello, hello, hello. We are back. I had to shut down the live stream earlier because of I didn't want it taken down and I did not want to get another strike, so I had to take it down and hide it before the wonderful douchey left decided to try to do a mass report on it. So it is down, and when I get home, I will be uploading it to Rumble. I figured we'd just hang out here and chat for a little bit. Some people said they wanted me to come back on, so I am doing so. And figured we could chat for a while. I missed you guys. Oh, there's a bench. I'm gonna go sit down because my back is killing me. Oh, you're gonna give me the 2020 stats? Fantastic. Oh my gosh. My back, my knees. I'm so old. I feel so old. Let me guess, it's not letting you show me the stats, is it? Aren't you like in your 20s, Josh? I'm Gen Y. I am part of a very small group of people who were born in the Generation Y era. Okay? Not a millennial, not Gen X. I'm right there in the middle, 28. You little cutie. I was already like checking out girls by the time you were born. Yeah, if this was in Portland, it would definitely be a homeless person's bathing area. But here in Olympia, they do have a little bit of a homeless problem here in Olympia, but this area stays pretty clear. This falls under state patrol jurisdiction, so they actually monitor this area and patrol it regularly. They actually have a division in the state patrol that is made specifically for this complex. Like, legit law enforcement officers that are just for this. Jump in? Nah, I ain't doing that. Nope. I got a long ride home. I ain't going home wet. No way, Jose. Oh my god, I think I just got some in my mouth. The wind picked up a little bit. Oh, gross. Oh, I've got some beaver fever. I know it. Ew. Disgusting. Well, what'd you guys think of the event? It was a pretty good deal. Some pretty good speakers. I enjoyed it. I've been good. Trying to survive, trying to make some money. Tia's doing good. She's ready to be having the baby if she wants it. But baby is doing wonderfully, perfectly healthy. Just had an ultrasound the other day. If you want food while you're in downtown, only don't go to Old School Pizza. When I go get food, when I come up here, I always go to a place called Farm Boy. They stayed open during the lockdowns, and I fully support them. They're on the way home south, about 10 minutes south of Olympia here, and they're awesome. Great food, great people, small little truck stop diner. Love it. Love it. Great prices. Very, very nice place. Whenever I come up here with a group of people, I always make a point to stop in there on the way home. Probably even today, I'll probably stop by there and get a milkshake at the very least, just to support them. Like, they stayed open during the lockdowns. They got a lot of money coming out of their pockets and fines and so on that they're trying to screw them over with, but they're staying. They're staying no matter what. Not all the restaurants were able to do that. Spiffy's had to shut down. They couldn't do it anymore. They got over $1 million in fines, and they just couldn't do it. Stuffy's in Longview, they stayed open. They're still trying to claw their way back. Farm Boy's doing the same thing. So all those places that stayed open during the lockdowns, find a way to support them. If you go out to eat, make sure you go to one of those guys. They deserve it. They earned it. They earned your patronage. That means something.
I don't have pleasure.
No Proud Boys showed up today. It's very, very, very disappointing. Very saddened about that. Too bad. Too bad.
Because of this?
Nope. Oh, like stuff going on. Well, this is fun. Well, since you guys aren't talking very much, or maybe you are and I'm just not getting the comments, but they had other stuff going on. But it's not weird at all. It's just weird seeing old people walking around with an iPhone recording people wearing a mask. Like, it's just weird. I don't understand. It's off-putting. Like, if you're an older fella and you're here, like, I don't get it. I just don't understand. Figure it's a nice view to close the day out there, right? Capitol building, fountain. It's all poetic and stuff. Well, I think I'm ready to go home. You guys aren't talking enough. You guys aren't talking to me, so I'm going home. I'm taking all my toys and I'm leaving. Getting out of here. I'm gonna go get me a milkshake from Farm Boy. All right, guys. I'm out. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go to bed. It's been a long day. Oh, actually, I guess there is something that I want to talk about. So I did a video. You know, it's amazing to me how people are so polarized about this whole Russia, Ukraine thing. Like, it's just amazing. Like, you either hate Ukraine or you hate Russia. Like, why can't people sit there and actually, like, compartmentalize a little bit? Like, why do they have to make it all of this stuff about all of these, like, conspiracy theories and so on? Like, I don't, you know, and when I said I don't care about any of the static, like, I don't care about, you know, Ukraine bioweapons labs or Ukraine this or Ukraine that, and Russia's taking them out because Ukraine's a bunch of fascists and blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't care. I don't care about any of that. I don't care about any of the propaganda that you want to throw at me. I don't care about any of the propaganda at all. And the fact that I don't care about the propaganda, people are making that an issue. They're saying, well, you're just uninformed. I'm like, no, I don't care. I don't care about the propaganda that comes from either side, Russia or Ukraine. I don't care. The only thing I care about is the fact that a sovereign nation is being attacked by another nation with the sole purpose of annexing it into itself. Like, and you know, I even say that, and I still get people going, oh, you're just ignorant. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm ignorant because of what? They're invading a sovereign country. No, they're not a sovereign country. Their election was stolen. I'm like, what the hell is this wrong with you? Please, QAnon, die already, for the love of God. The entirety of the QAnon garbage, the conspiracy theories need to die. Just make it stop, for the love of God. Not everything is a psyop. Not everything is this or that. Like, it can sometimes be black and white, cut and dry. And you know what? The simpler you make it, the dumber you don't sound. See what I did there? Like, if people would just keep things simple. I'm keeping it simple. Like, Russia is invading another country just so they could take it. Quote unquote imperialism, right? They're conquering another country so they could be it. So they could have it. And no, they're not. Oh, no, they are. Crimea. It's Russian, right? They're annexing Crimea. It's Russian. Like, for the love of God. You think they're not doing that with Ukraine? Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, the whole conspiracy theories, like, I don't care. Believe what you want, that's fine. But just stop. Make it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. Like, that is what I used to say all the time when I was at work. Some people like to say, keep it stupid simple. But no, it's keep it simple, stupid, because people are, like, you try to overcomplicate things. And how is Russia not conquering Ukraine? Explain. Explain to me how Russia is not currently conquering Ukraine. How Russia did not make it very public and very clear that they were going to take Ukraine and annex it into Russia. Like, how? They've said it. There might have been stuff that has predicated and made it so it was a perceived necessity, you know, from Russia to do it, to like pull the trigger now. There might have been things that like came into the process, but it's not like Russia's going to invade and then pull out and give it back. Right? Putin's not going to send a bunch of Chechens to take out Zelensky and then be like, oh, okay, you can have it back now. Like, common sense. It's common sense. I don't understand. I don't understand how you can honestly, rationally believe that Putin is not literally rebuilding the USSR that is not NATO. I don't, that, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful or condescending, like my brain cannot comprehend it. My channel name is a lie, Josh. It is a lie. According to very many people. Nope. I am not Hebrew. CSC is a psyop, you bet.
It's also first been playing with Western Europe. It's outdated because the United States is more similar with South America based on diversity. Look to Finland, how many black people live in Finland? Washington State got more black people than Liechtenstein, Luxembourg, Finland, Norway, Ireland, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. And once you gun homicides are done by black and Hispanics. Look at the crime stats. We've got crime happening down south. A lot of trees in south. Mostly down by people of color. White people, majority of gun owners are owned by white people. Even though we commit most of suicide, how come white people commit a lot of homicides? Go figure. Also, Ralph Costelli, watch the ceasefire, the anti-gun group. Even Ralph Costelli says that the homicide victims got extensive criminal records.
It's true.
You subtract the bad guys, the gun just number goes down a little bit.
Yep, the vast majority of people dying from homicide or have a rap sheet a mile long.
Now what you should do is compel with individual states, which is more accurate. Take like Montana, like compel with Finland, or Idaho, or maybe Scotland, for similar gun deaths. Go compelled by individual states instead of the whole country.
Yep. That's what I told them. I'm like, there's reason that people in, you know, places with the most guns don't have the most deaths.
Most of the gun deaths are in the cities, most in the minority neighborhoods. Chicago, 2015, 91% of these gun homicide victims were black.
Yep.
Baltimore, Detroit, any cities that have large minority populations, that's where you get most of the homicides.
It's true. The truth isn't racist.
If black people shoot anybody, they see somebody walk down the street, they get shot. That's different with the biker gangs. They never attack civilians. They attack each other, like the Hell Angels versus the Banditos. They never did mess with the civilians.
Right.
I want to know what the parents of these kids. What are the parents of these kids? What is they have 15-year-old got shot? What a 15-year-old kid doing out in downtown South while he's not home? What's his mom and daddy? What are these black kids' mom and daddy? How come they ain't teach you right from wrong? Yeah, magazine ban they just passed. They might take it to the Supreme Court like they did in California, where the federal judge overturned the magazine ban down in California.
Yep.
Yeah, I was in my WAC magazine newsletter. So that might be the next step.
Hopefully.
Or just have our people just ignore the laws. If you want to buy a magazine, meet me in the woods. You know, if you want to buy a magazine. And they won't force laws down south. You got a lot of drug dealers, open market stolen goods. They won't prosecute. You got rapes. You got human trafficking. You got pimps. They won't get enforced. So they won't prosecute.
True.
Joy Monster talked about that. John Carson. That big news story. A lot of local news covered that.
Yep. Mr. Nice Guy Alexander, have you been trying to wait, are you saying that there's no war in Ukraine right now? Like is that what you're alleging? You're saying that there's currently no armed conflict going on in Ukraine? Are you serious? I've seen some of the explosions and stuff. I guess they could have been anywhere and it could have been like taped footage, but I mean that's a little far-fetched, especially with like 1 million people going across the border. That's kind of weird. I don't know why you'd have over 1 million refugees if there was a war going on or something. Maybe in one of the new plants melted down. So, notice that I won't let people talk for a long time, and I won't say much. There's a reason. It's fun listening to people talk, and even if you don't agree with them, you know, it's still like it's a learning experience listening to people chit chat about their beliefs and what they think. Don't worry though, Antifa, I'm sure sit there and they're gonna clip it and be like, oh look at this, you know, Robert sitting there agreeing with the guy who thinks that only black people kill people. So dumb. The only thing melting down now is people's minds. Yes, you gotcha. Well, hi there. How are you doing?
Really, a refreshing, invigorating, wonderful day.
Yep.
Like, you really couldn't ask for much more. You know, it really felt like being there when I worked at in 2003. Like the rhetoric, like you close your eyes to a symbolism. You know, Joe Kent sounds like early Michael Moore. He was doing an interview with the Washington Post and CNN. And you know, that just struck me today.
Well, don't say Joe Kent sounds like a Michael Moore, because Heidi St. John, somebody who's running against him down there, just put out this attack ad that's ridiculously hilarious, calling him a Bernie bro. Yeah, so.
Said Joe Kent's a Bernie bro?
Yep, Joe Kent's a Bernie bro. I laughed really hard when I saw that.
I mean, that's an interesting attack, but, I mean, there's there's elements that, like, if they just would open their fucking ears and listen to, they'd hear. Like, this is the rhetoric I grew up on in India here. So, yeah, just Conrad.
For those of you who don't know,
Oh, well.
this is Candace Mercer. This is the lady that Tiny and a bunch of guys went down to save the day Tiny got shot.
Yes, very grateful for that. If it weren't for the Cowboys that day, I would have been target of that orange mob. And as you can see, there was someone with a gun there. I don't think I've done anything worthy of getting shot, but I was going to be defiant that day, and there's a good chance I could have said the wrong thing or made the wrong move, and it would have been me. So I feel I'm grateful to Tiny and all the people that have protected me.
Yep.
I've been watching the coverage of Tiny, and I've been trying to get a visit with him, and it's a lot of hoops to jump through.
Yes, it is.
They don't make it easy, and like one time I think I had him on, and then somehow we got disconnected, and we couldn't reconnect, and then he went into the lockdown. So I'm gonna try to reach out again since he's gonna be here another month.
What do you think? What do you think about all the stuff that's happening with Tiny?
I think like he is being unfairly targeted. It's remarkable that he was the only one that was arrested. I think that he's completely right that they're trying to make an example of him. I think one thing that really struck me with your last interview with him is how he is prepared to take his sentence if he has to. He's going to man up and own it. And he's doing his work even in jail.
Yep.
He's having this conversation with people that, wanted to fight him or think about poorly of him, and through his command of his rhetoric and his big smile, he's winning people over. I actually just had a conversation with someone from the left, which is the first for a long time, and we found a lot of common ground, actually. It was interesting, and she was willing to listen, and I'm a little shocked because it's the first productive conversation I've had with someone in the left in a long time. So.
Well, you used to be a lefty.
I know, I was a Cyrus lefty. I did exactly the Palestinian Solidarity. With the Rachel Corrie Foundation, I worked with Rachel Corrie's parents and Ted Corrie. And a lot of what I do, a lot of my work comes from doing my Palestinian Solidarity work. And so what I'm going to do, I've done 30 years of activism, 25 in Olympia, doing some pretty high-level stuff, decade in Palestinian Solidarity. I wrote for Electronic Intifada. And so my project for this year is I want to be a force multiplier. I want to teach other people how to fight. I want to do a YouTube channel where I teach people the various activist techniques I've used over the years. Give a definition of what the technique is, example how you use it, how it might be used against you, and how to counter it, and give people on the right the tools to do activism effectively, empathically, and non-violently.
So what brought you to the right?
It really began with the homeless issue. I had a 50-person homeless camp set up behind my house, and I was shocked at the progressive response that how they were okay with it, that they were helping it, that they defended it. And the camps are inhumane, absolutely inhumane. And they don't work for the people in the camps or the community. It's not compassion. And so that's when I started speaking up, and I found that they really didn't like hearing my critique. I went up against the council, against the homeless industrial providers, and so that's how I ended up running for council. I saw there's a leadership vacuum. And so somebody's got to step up and lead. So I ran last year, and 4 other candidates ran. We come to the 2 of the council. That was not successful. Not a single one of us got elected, even though 90% of Olympians disapprove of how the city's being run. Not a one of us were able to crack. And we tried a diversity of techniques. One guy raised $90,000, which is an absurd sum for a local race.
Yeah.
I was kind of the Trumpian, I was going to say what needs to be said, honestly and boldly. And that was my mix. We had, a couple of mix. We had someone who worked with offenders. And, we weren't able to do it. So, that being said, I think there are a lot of politically homeless people right now, and it's time for the right to make good moves so they can start capturing the natural rebellion of the young. We need a cultural movement sort of like punk rock. I don't know what it is, but it's going to have to be cultural, and it's going to have to kind of break through this. And I'm hoping that the young people who grew up under these 2 years of hell are able to rebel.
Yep.
Well,
Hopefully people will start waking up.
I don't know what it's going to take in Olympia. I mean, what I've seen is the decline of our city. There's probably 100 homeless camps. There's probably 300 homeless people living in a mile radius of my house alone. And the council, the black is still evolved, but they think they're doing the right thing. Even though they see all this destruction around us, they still think they're on the right path, and they just need to double down. We just need more money. And it's not money, it's mindset. It's not having boundaries around behavior. And it's human nature to want to push boundaries as far as we can. We all do it in all of our relationships. We push to see what we can get away with. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's up to the other people to set boundaries on your behavior. And that gives you feedback on how you should behave honorably. And our city, if you take that to the macrocosm, our city's not doing it. It's not putting around boundaries around behaviors that should have boundaries around them. And I could go on, like the role of stigma, we want to destigmatize everything. And while for the individual having compassion is wonderful, there's a reason that stigma exists. It's to keep people from doing harmful things. And it's like this drug addiction, I don't want to stigmatize an individual user, but I do want to stigmatize the concept of addiction, that this is a bad thing.
Yeah.
And then I think what I found on the right is strength, and reclaiming strength as a virtue. That the left is very passive, it makes you very passive, and it's real nihilistic. You're trained to see the worst in everything and everyone. And it becomes a habit, and I found it was harming my mental health. And just being back to seeing good things and being in a place of love, sharing the message of love, this is not hate. These are the two things.
Yep. You're pretty hard pressed to find a rally from people on the right where they're talking about hate. Like, you just, even though you get accused of it a lot, good luck finding it. Like today, we had speakers from all over the place, all walks of life, different, ethnicities, different everything. And no matter what, though, I'm pretty sure they're going to call it a bunch of extremists and probably white supremacist rally. And I mean, the loudest dude that was sitting there yelling amen and hell yeah was a big black guy who was like, I heard him. Like, if you guys watched the live stream, like, you could hear him over and over again, just hell yeah, preach it. And, but of course, it's a white supremacist rally, so.
Well, my nickname's Panda.
Yeah.
Racist creative. Well, I think right now it's a big organization that the right is becoming the party of talent. I got 2 Republican endorsements on it. I am a weed-smoking, pro-choice atheist. And he did Palestinian solidarity and wrote for Electronic Intifada. And I am finding a home on the right. The left won't even talk to me. I didn't get invited to a single event. I'm not safe in Olympia. I actually was thinking of walking downtown to get a dinner, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to be alone. And I was afraid because I'm getting recognized. I've been denied service at the Floyd Tavern for being a white supremacist. I was kicked out on the street at 2 a.m.
Lots of those pro-Palestinian white supremacists out there.
Yeah, and I even hosted Palestinians in my house. Oh my.
Definite racist.
Yeah, and they let me out, and I started getting harassed. People were bumping into me, calling me names, fuck you, Candace Northrup, you shit. So yeah, I'm not even safe walking in my downtown anymore. Fucked up.
It is. Well, if you're hungry, there's food coming to these guys over here on the table. They're bringing spaghetti here in a little while.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'm just sitting and enjoying just the whole vibe. Just kind of something to get out. And here's something too that's really connected me to the right psychologically, and it's hard to not respond to this. The only people who have hugged me in the past 2 years have been conservatives. The only people who've seen my face, who've seen my humanity, who trusted me to not be a vector for disease, have been conservative. So,
Yeah. Well, people on the right are huggers. It's it's funny. I'm not really a hugger, but being raised on the right and being raised like in the church and so on, like it's just something that it's part of your culture is that one way or another you're probably going to get a hug from probably like 30 people when you come to a gathering like this, and a lot of people don't. A lot of people who weren't raised that way and who haven't been a part of that culture, they look at all the huggers and they're like, well, what the hell? It's weird. It's weird that they're doing that. Like, why are people hugging? And yeah.
Yeah, you got that footage of me hugging Tiny when I met him for the first time.
Yep.
On October 3rd, and I thought for sure that my enemies were going to find that, but they didn't yet. Maybe they will. I'm out and I'm doing a new tweet.
Nice.
14,000 words.
Okay.
In multiple parts about my year on the right. I'm reporting honestly what I found, comparing and contrasting why I think the right is the psychologically healthy place to be, why it's the new counterculture, it's where the cool kids are. I talk about gender ideology, COVID policy, and what I've seen when I've actually sat down and talked with cowboys. You're closely misrepresented. So I don't know which part's going to get me in trouble.
All of it.
Yeah, but I think I'm glad Antifa's kind of standing down, and that is the one bright silver lining from September 4th, as tragic as it was. They are in disarray. And that's kind of activism in 102, that one way that you can non-violently mess with your enemies is to just let them self-destruct. When they got the media attention, the law enforcement attention, they went to ground. They split up the paranoia.
They got
Did
scared.
you get a lot of good footage today?
You bet.
And how do I find it?
The Common Sense Conservative.
Oh, cool. Okay. And is your email stuff on there?
Yep.
'Cause I want to send you stuff. Okay. Thank you.
You bet.
No, it's really interesting. This is kind of significant because nobody's done jail before to stayed out to support President Obama. Like, classic practice would be that you go to the prosecutor's house to fight for him. Nobody's fighting for him.
Nope.
That's interesting. What do you expect on the 19th?
For the Proud Boys rally.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good time. I think there's going to be some people coming, and I don't think there's going to be any opposition just because, like, Antifa's scared, the left are scared. They don't have the numbers. They're not getting paid to protest anymore. They got to go and be semi-productive citizens now, and so they, they don't have the numbers, and if they don't outnumber their opposition like 10 to 1 at least, then they just don't show up. So I think it's going to be I'm pretty sure it's going to be a pretty peaceful event. I don't think that they're going to drum up any opposition. I think it'll just be a good day.
I hope so. I think so too, but the spirits are kind of broken. They're showing up like at the Normandale incident. They're kind of railing around that, and if anything, that's going to keep them busy.
What she's talking about, guys, is on the 19th, there is a Meet Your Local Proud Boy event coming up here at this fountain. And if you want to come and find out what a Proud Boy is and what they really stand for, and if you want to see the rainbow that is the Proud Boys, come and meet one.
I think there's even going to be 3%ers and old people too, no?
It might be, I don't know.
How scary.
You bet.
I hear the Proud Boys weren't here today because they were actually planning the event.
Yeah, they're doing something.
And they were going to fundraise for Tiny. I think that's supposed to be part of it from what I hear.
Yep, they're going to fundraise for Tiny while they're here, and yep, it'll be a good day.
Yeah. I am rooting for Tiny. How is his foot doing?
He's walking all right. He's walking all right. He's got sick for a couple days, but other than that, he's doing good. Especially now that he's out of lockdown, he's definitely feeling better.
Yeah, it's got to be tough. I think he has the mindset to make the best of whatever happens to him, and that gives me some consolation. I know it doesn't relate to September 4th, and it's not my fault September 4th happened. I'm not trying to dissemble here, but it weighs on me. It weighs on me that he got shot. I didn't ask the Proud Boys to come help me, but I think that in some ways kind of makes it even more noble. They didn't even know who I was or what I stood for even.
Right.
They kind of didn't care. They didn't care who I was in the first second. I guess they didn't, from what I'm learning, they didn't even know my name.
Nope, they just knew that you were somebody who was running for city council, and that they were gonna come and attack you, and they said, well, that's not gonna happen, so they went down to chase them off. Yep.
And I had warned OPD. I had called them when I didn't announce my rally till very close to the date because of security. And they've been kind of standing down all summer, even though they were targeting me. They hadn't shown up my house yet or anything. So I thought I could probably do this kind of low-key event in my video series too. And so I found out Antifa was broadcasting on social media, so I called OPD and warned them, hey, blah, blah, blah. Then I found out that the Proud Boys had called me in, because I have people that feed me information from the beginning. And so on Friday before the shooting, I called OPD. I'm like, okay, Saturday, 3 o'clock, Proud Boys, Antifa, City Hall. Can I count on you to protect me? And his answer was, I just want to go. His answer was, you should be prepared to protect yourself. And I told City Hall because that's what police headquarters are. At police headquarters, they could not protect me.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they had 4 guys on bicycles. That was their quote-unquote protection against about 20 Antifa and about 10 Proud Boys.
Oh, yeah. here's the untold story. The untold story is, and I hate to even give people any credit for anything ever, but they have intimidated people into not running for office. I was trying to recruit and replace slate candidates so we could kind of take over the city council. And the number one reason that people cited, other than the city pay and the time, was the fear that their business and family would be intimidated. They would be threatened. They faced intimidation. They didn't want their family to come to harm and have to deal with the stress of it. They didn't want their small business to be targeted for the cycle. So good people who would have been good for their city didn't even want to try because they weren't in a position where they could stand up. Me, I have nothing to lose. I'm disabled. I live alone. I have no family in the area. I have no job. I can bear the hate. I'm from New York. So it was interesting. And I would do it again, and I would urge people to run for office. That's the only way we're really going to change this, is to get in those positions of power. And it can be any position, smallest position. Those are the biggest one you think you can. And even if you don't win, I lost my race, but it was still such a valuable experience because I got my message out in front of thousands of people who wouldn't have known it or wouldn't have heard what I had to say because I had to go to forums. I was guaranteed press. I was able to level up professionally. I met great people. I made videos. I got to do fun art projects. And it was really good. So I urge people to try it. And don't sell yourself short. You think you might not be able to do it, but I'm disabled and 58, like really disabled. And I was able to pull it through and run a credible campaign. So I know you can too. If you're leading with your heart and you have the passion and let your anger, we're all so angry. I did not know a middle-aged woman could feel this level of rage. And I channel that rage into running politically. I channel my rage into making media. I channel my rage in some social ways so it doesn't eat me up when I become bitter and resentful. I use it for energy.
Yeah,
We need courage, Robert.
we do.
That's the number one value we need right now is courage.
That is very true.
And hate makes you strong, man. You know it. You know it. Once you've been hated, what, are you gonna hate me more?
Yeah, that's why I don't hide who I am or anything like that, because they already know me and they hate me. It's fine. Don't. No sweat off my brow.
Well, I don't hate me if we're doing things and we're changing the world.
That's right.
We're not gonna change the world.
Are you guys not hearing all this? Oh, if you're wondering why the mic sounds funny, it's probably because of that right there. You're hearing that in the background. Sounds staticky, though, doesn't it?
And just to wrap it up, I think what we have to do is, in conclusion, is we all have to be the best human we can be. We have to find our moral compass, know what our core values that we're not going to compromise on, and stand by them. We have to find that inner courage, and we have to remain decent in our conduct at all times. We don't want to have regrets over your behavior. And if you're violent, you're playing into their hand and into their stereotypes. So you fight them with culture. You fight them by running for office. I'm punk rock. You punk rock, man. This is hot.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I've been on to have a conversation with you. I have a lot to say. I got that 13,000 word article. And it's probably 15,000, so now I got attitudes about today, right?
Right.
The idea there's an agenda. I really do only think that 2 months, man. 2 months every day. I mean, go on freaking night. But I'm usually trying to do my club stuff. It's going to be my first club stuff house. And then what I'm working on this year is I'm trying to do a counterpoint. So I'm going to teach people to fight. But my practice, there's that last word, my practice is going to be counterpoint advocacy. And what was kind of cool today is I met a couple of representatives who are already well informed about the issue. And they have a bill from 3 years ago that maybe they could resurrect. So that was really interesting. So, are you going to keep your eye?
Huh?
Is that live?
Yep, that's all live.
We're still live.
Yep.
Okay, bring it on now. I kind of don't want to leave though. It's so nice. It's just nice to be out.
Well, we're pretty much the last people here.
Oh, nice.
There's a couple people still hanging out over there behind you, but other than that, everybody else is pretty much cleared out.
Yeah, Daryl tried to go downtown and get a meal. I'm joking a little bit, but I don't know. Should I just get an Uber home or should I go get a meal? Because
Yeah,
I don't want to get, I go certain places too, like I go to the grocery outlet on the west side. I don't feel like, oh, I'm stepping out and going over there. And like people are looking at me and I don't know, like I'm recognized more than I realize. Like people recognize me more than I'm not used to being recognized.
right.
And I went to grocery outlet and I'm shopping and people are just looking at me like and giving me that vibe. I'm getting that Spidey sense vibe of just okay, I need to have a situation awareness there. What do I do? I mean I have a whole thing at my house. They come to my house, I have a protocol, I have a domestic violence line on my phone. So if I call I don't have to find it out. I did high-level activism on the loss for 25 years. So he Palestine in solidarity with Rachel Corson, who sued Israel to stand out. The right never came to me. The boyfriend was accidentally. They never harassed me or made me feel unsafe.
Yep. Well, you should go get something to eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna camp it. I got my new broom ready. And my phone ready. Oh, it's good to talk to you, Robert. And you're doing good wonderful work.
I'm trying.
I hope that you can continue.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
I got a baby on the way. Babies are expensive. I don't know. We'll see.
When are you doing?
May 2nd.
Yeah, get ready.
You bet.
Yeah, boot camp, man. I hope you can function on sleep deprivation. Start training.
I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah. Yeah, you drive a lot, right?
Yep.
All right. Thanks, man.
You bet. See you later. Hi, guys. I'm back. Well, that was fun. So I saw somebody said that I need to put some music down for this with this here white noise that you guys are hearing and the fountain and all that stuff. I didn't see a lot of the other comments, but I saw that one. Oh man, I'm ready to go home. What do you guys think? The time to rally. Now don't you cry. Have a good one, y'all.